YouTube. All of the replays are over there forever and always. 238 Cards on YouTube. It is live streaming over there right now. So when I'm not on anymore, then it'll just be a replay on there. Good luck. We're going to take that down. And we're going to start with that big old Prism Cello box first. Let's get it, Ricky. Gil. And I'm working on trying to see what's going on with the break numbers not up. Oh, hang on. So since that one is taking forever, let me do this real quick. I did get one to go through. I don't know why the original one didn't. What's that, Gil? What you talking about? Oh, it's not here yet, Gil. Mr. Anxious. Hey, where's my surprise, man? It's not here yet. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, you guys. I have to wait for that one that did not update properly to go through. So this is what we'll do. I'm going to put the one I was going to run after that. So what we'll do is we'll do the Resurgence, Topps Chrome, Mosaic Choice, and Phoenix 25 because I got that one to go through the shop. So that's the next break, and then we can do the finest one after that because I got to wait for the number to update. There's no way around it. I'd have to do it that way because it didn't work. But I did get that one to go through. And sorry for the confusion. I'm just trying to get this fixed properly so we don't have any snafus along the way. And I do intend to run that finest break as long as the number goes through. So right now, going into the shop is the one I just said. Topps Chrome, Resurgence, Mayberry. Hey, do you hear me talking? I think you do, but there's always a chance you don't. And then it is in the shop and it's pinned. And now we re-up. There are a lot of cards in this. Oh, there are a lot of cards in this box right here. A lot of technical errors this morning, but you know, that's how life goes sometimes. Empty box. We got a lot of base, obviously. That's where it starts, but we're going straight to the silvers here. And you do get all cards, by the way. Johnny Wilson on the silver. John Elway green for the Broncos. Eckler. Max Melton. Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens. Michael Penix base on the Fireworks. How about a green Drake May to start it out, Mayberry? And a base Brock Bowers for the Raiders. That was actually a good little cello. And I know I told you guys we'd run the finest break next, but the number wouldn't update on it. Hopefully that it does. I did get the number to update on the one that's pinned at the bottom of your screen, so we'll just run that one first. We were always going to run that one anyways. It's just that wasn't the one I intended to run next, but it's in there. All right, here's our silver. Geno Smith, Luke Musgrave, Brett Favre, TJ Watt for them Steelers, Eric All, a base JJ McCarthy, a George Kittle on the green hype, and a loofah. All about Abby. Silver. Come on, give us a rookie, man. Harrison Smith. Is he retiring? I feel like he might be retiring, and I'm okay with that. Geno Smith. Derek Carr. It's Theo. Let's put Theo on the stand. Jason Witten for the Cowboys. Chris Olave. A nice little Michael Penix on the green prismatic. And Drake May base. Yep, we take those too. Old Jacob's showing up already, and we're putting Theo up there. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. Theo must go onto the stand. J&J, yes, he is. For good reason. Good morning, Eric. Hey, good morning, Ghost. Silver. Julius Peppers for the Panthers. Trey Benson for the Cardinals. Puka. DK, Jalen Wright, base Brock Bowers, a Portals Brett Favre for the Jets, and Rook. That's right. Oh, that's right. Well, you know what? I'm going to take care of this guy that was my nemesis for many years, too. Going to the Jets. Going to Jesse. Oh, he was my nemesis. It's true. It's true. Good morning, Dennis. Here's our silver. Can we get a rookie now? Maybe. Brendan Baby Jr. Rice for the Chargers. DeAndre Swift. LT. Estime. Bryce Young. Keenan Allen. On the fireworks green, Baker Mayfield and Javon Baker. Good morning, J. Ray. It went well. There was a... J. Ray, there was... stained glass shuck in there. There was an RJ Harvey variation honeycomb. So it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Behind Bijan, it's Brian Burns, Jim Harbaugh, Pepe, Jalen Warren, Chris Jenkins, Devin Achan, Jonathan Brooks, and Adisa Isaac on the base. Kid Reporter. All right, here's our silver. And yes, anybody new in here, you do get all cards, by the way. All cards ship. Gardner Minshew, Brian Burns, Marshall Falk. Let's see here. DJ James, David Montgomery, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the base, Patty Mahomes on the green fireworks, and a Roman Wilson for the Steelers. He did, J&J. I've got a few of his autos. Still. Kirloftus, Vinatieri. Behind Aeneas is our silver. It's Kyler Murray for the Cardinals, Jermaine Burton, Ricky Williams, T.O. for the Niners, Michael Pratt, Crosby, Latu for the Colts, and Jared Verse on the base for the Rams. Little Latu action. Well, let's get one good silver. Can make all the difference. It's a rookie. Not bad. Who got the Giants? Tenacious D. Silver Malik Neighbors. Yep, we still take those. Can't have a Theo without a Pratt. And it was Green Bay Pratt, too. Buddha, Hyatt, Hicks, Urlacher, Caleb Williams base, Travis Kelce green, and Xavier Legette. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. I know it's not the one that I said I was going to do next. But we will run that break as long as that number updates at some point. It just didn't do it. And I did that about a good 10 minutes before this break ever filled. Probably more than that. Brad Johnson on the silver. GAT for the Colts. Travis Kelce. Levante David. Troy Franklin. Randy Moss. Jaden Daniels on the green fireworks. We take those. And Jonah Ellis. 2 cellos left, and then we'll get into the older year stuff. We'll do the 2020 hanger, and then we'll do the 21 mega. It's Jaden Daniels. Jim Mint, it's nasty. Slab it up. Got some base on the silver. Jair Alexander. Brad Johnson, one more again. It's Vinny Testaverde. Cade Stover for the Texans. Dirty Birds, Jamal Anderson. Jahmyr Gibbs. Trey Benson. And Brian Thomas Jr. on the base. Kid Reporter. Little Cade never hurt nobody. Our last silver. Kirk Cousins. Nasty. Blake Corum on the green. Duger. Curse. A nice Marvin Harrison Jr. for the Cardinals. Blake Corum base. Scary Terry. And Malik Washington for the Dolphins. University of Virginia. Alex, you're not alone. It's a thing. If you've ever stumbled upon me, you're fully aware of the right way to say Xavier Legette. And there's only one right way. And it's not the way that it's supposed to be. But it is the way that it is. Now let me get these to the side. There's quite a bit of base in that. And we're going to get into the multi-year stuff. We're going to do 2020 first. BM. That's awesome. Empty box. Now, sometimes these can be very... Oh, look. It worked. It wasn't difficult. I would imagine it is, Jim Matt. Let's see if we can get all these cards out of here. Kid Reporter. Empty. Now, they've been sitting in this box for a minute. Sometimes they kind of, especially the base, they kind of stick together. So let's just see. Good luck. Joe Namath, LaDainian Tomlinson, Ben Roethlisberger, Zach Thomas, Aaron Jones and Brian Burns, Jeff Saturday, Odell Beckham Jr. and Chandler Jones. All right, here we go. Joshua Kelly for the Chargers on the rookie mosaic. Le'Veon Bell, man, he was a good player. Von Miller, Laviska Shenault Jr., Landon Collins for the Commanders, DK Marshawn and Russell Wilson, Old School Ed Reed, Denzel Mims. Come on, give us a deed. That's not it. Henry Ruggs, Chase Claypool, and Lambjack on the MVPs. Kind of a lackluster hanger there. Sometimes that happens. Let's go over to the Mega. And then we'll still have 3 hobby boxes to open after this. or a no huddle in 2 hobbies. Emptiness. 21 times. Garrett, Pittman, McLaurin, DeAndre Hopkins on the variation. Patty, French fries, auto for the Steelers. See, these were good megas, man. Megas, man. Patty, French fries, rookie auto for the Steelers, going to T. Ferb. Nice hit, bro. We've got Nick Chubb, Caleb Farley, and of course there's a Kellen Mond. Goddard, David Johnson, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski on the variation, Kyle Pitts for the Falcons, Jamar Jefferson, Chris Evans, and the beloved Kid Reporter. Kid Reporter, may I please have some more? Don't remind me, Mayberry. Stop it. Akeem Hicks, Leonard Williams, Mr. Schobert, Mr. Ruggs, out of this world, Joseph Burrow. We'll take that. We'll take that, Byro. Holla at me. Joey B. Power Formulas, Derrick Henry. Oh, look, it's Mac Jones, Tutu Atwell. Where's old Mac going to be starting next year, huh? Where's it going to be? Who's he going to? Minnesota. That'd be interesting, Chiz. That'd be interesting. Mayberry, you're doing all right with the Pats so far. Poyer. It's hard to read these. You can't see them. McCourty, Boyd, Baker, Shaquille Griffin, Drew Brees on the all-time Gridiron Kings, Gary Brightwell, and J.C. Horn for the Panthers, Kid Reporter. Greg, yes, they do. You know what's going to be weird? Is if the Browns, they won't, but if they did, they start the season next year with Deshaun Watson starting. John, I do. My name's Primo. I don't do them on that account anymore, but you might have stumbled upon me over there at one point. It's the same hands. Voice is the same. Robbie Anderson, Leonard Floyd, Travis Kelce on the variation, Zadarius Smith, Patrick Mahomes on the bronze variation, Ronald Jones, Elijah Moore, and Ramondre Stevenson. That's me, John. What do you mean, Wes? Good morning, Aimster. Tucker, Moss, Tua on the variation. Aaron Rodgers, CJ Ham, old Kyle Trask, Penne for the Lions, and Eric Stokes, Kid Reporter. That's a May base, Riley, but there's a green May right here. Sean Alexander, Drew Lock, Russell Gage, Joey Bosa, Julio Jones, Joshua Allen, Nwangwu, and Michael Carter. Those megas were great. They're still good. Oh no, he's not on a rookie contract, Wes. He's not on the Pats anymore. He was on the Niners this year, but I think they only signed him for a year, so he'll have his options out there. Well, let's do the no huddle. No, Niners been a little quiet so far, David. But we still got this and 2 other hobbies left. Signed for 2. I didn't know that, David. I didn't know that. So he might be exactly where he's at. No, it is not numbered, Jacob. Mason Taylor, Shamar Stewart, James Pierce Jr. for the Falcons is out of 99. Odunze, Manning, Crosby, Hayward, Shockey, and Stone. Banoy, Darnold, Banks Jr. So we've got a Josh Allen and Drake May. Like I said earlier, this will go to the most expensive team, which is the Patriots in this. And this next card's going to go to them too. Actually, kind of cool. Sorry about that, Bills. That's just how we do it here. The most expensive team goes. It goes to that team when it's dual like this. But behind it, a little Dylan Raiola action, which also goes to the most expensive team in the break, which is the Pats. Every once in a while, Mosaic shows us a little surprise, and today it was Dylan Raiola. Tyler Warren on the variation, Higgins, Thomas, Warren, Nakua, and Williams. So, Mayberry, that's you. That's you. Little Dylan Raiola action. That got Dylan Raiola. His dad was center for the Lions for a very long time. Dominique Raiola. It is not, Dustin. You know I'm a Lions fan. You know the answer. Are you trying to make fun of me? It's okay. Penix Jr., Roethlisberger, and Henry. Woody Marks. Abdul Carter on the silver. Caleb Williams disco will take J-Wham. Brock Purdy. Travion on the variation. Lewis, Worthy, Bond, and Pearsall. Now, I know that Dustin knows I'm a Lions fan. So he thinks he's real cool right now. And he can say, well, I forgot. I don't believe you. Dustin, I don't believe you. And yes, he did, Dennis. He did play it there as well. Well, don't you forget about me. Mooney, Mayfield, and Namath. Kyle Williams, Silver Adonai, Troy Franklin for the Broncos out of 50. Justin Jefferson disco for the Vikings. We'll take that, RIL. Williams, Johnson, Sanders, Jacobs, Disley, and Seymour. Yeah, next break is pinned at the bottom. It's the one that we started the day with yesterday. Same break. 2 Tops Hobbies, Mosaic Choice, and Phoenix 25 Hobby. Stafford, Barber, and Davis. Mason Graham, Jackson Hawes. Jackson Hawes on the disco for the Bills. London, Travis Hunter variation for the Jags. Jewel, Jones, Freeney, and Brian Robinson Jr. Oh, well, that's not good, Dustin. No, that ain't good. That ain't no good. Well, Kyra, don't feel too bad. I've got a lot of... Well, my mom's a Bengals fan. I was actually born a Bengals fan, but then I turned 6, and I could see the writing on the wall. Only thing I didn't know is that picking Barry Sanders' team was a bad idea. But here we are. Spears, Olave, Kraft, Nick Scourton. Marvin Harrison Jr. is out of 99. Cam Ward on the disco for the Titans, going to Mayberry. Komet, Collins, Besh, Smith, Parsons, and James Jr. That was a good pack. Good pack. Verse, Armstead, Anderson, Besh, Michael Williams. There's a Brett Favre for the pack. Take that. We'll take that, Sage. Brown, Davis, Cook, Flowers, Lawrence, and McDuffie. Good morning, Carolyn. Simmons, Adams, McLeod, Quinshawn on the base, Jalen Warren Silver, Patrick Mahomes on the disco, Warner, McVay, Caleb Johnson, Tillman, Waddle, and Winfield Jr. This is actually spreading the love pretty well right now, especially with 2 hobbies left. There's a few teams we need to see, but it's doing a pretty good job overall. McGahee, Chase, Dorsett, Matthew Golden, Jarquez Hunter, Tyrone Tracy Jr. for the G-Men out of 50. Okay. Watson, Reed, Tucker, Wilkins, Jeff Blake, and Will Lutz. Jeff Blake's the reason why I'm not a Bengals fan anymore. What? Good you are? Where at? So we can all be there. Nah, don't have any of those. Don't have any of those, Mustard. Prescott, Lattimore, Duger. Joe Horn on the disco. Jonathan Taylor on the disco. Shadur on the variation. Harris, Love, Pickens, Godwin, and Fields. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't know you guys wanted to pop off. My bad. Stained glass. I'd like to see a quarterback. Any quarterback, Dustin. That's what I want to see. Any quarterback would be just fine. I'd be okay with that. Kosar, Wilson, and Herbert. Gunnar, Helm, Kyle McCord. Ooh, is that gold? Rome Adunze. 4 out of 10 gold disco. Going to J-Wham. That's a nice. Bigsby, Allen, Vick, McLaurin, Brown, and Stevenson. A very nice. Ooh la la. Brunel, Smith, Morris, Egbuka, Michael Penix Silver, Hunter Henry Disco, Scataboo, Shields, Brown, Dickerson, Hill, and Fairbairn. It's like that, y'all. There's a lot of base in that. I'm just saying, there's a decent amount, okay? Take care of Michael, too. Let's do Resurgence and end with the Phoenix 25. That's what I say. Looks like we are... Oh, we got a ways to go in that, like a ways to go. We're probably about 8 teams away from halfway in that. I don't see the RPA there. There it is. Here's the RPA. There it is. Empty box. Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome. Oh, we got one of those mini diamonds. Marcus Allen for the Chiefs. On the mini diamonds, rookie Troy Franklin for the Broncos. Not bad, Ordrick. Marshall Falk out of 99 for the Rams. Cardi and JPJ. That's a good way to start. That's a good way to start box. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis and Boomer Esiason, Joe Thomas, Jordan Morgan is out of 175, Jermaine Burton, Suamatia and Lassiter. I'm looking for all the gold in all the world. That's what I'm looking for, Dustin. Hopefully I can find it. Freeman, Manning, Fouts, Manning. There's our first auto. It is Fashanu for the Jets. Barry Sanders, base, Glimmer and Gleam. Lufa and Bishop. So there's one. That sets up well for the next auto or RPA, because that's Fashanu right there. Gronk, Strahan, McNabb, Polamalu, and it's Bo Cephas Nix for the Broncos. Going to Ordrick. There it is. Caleb, you talking about the one that's pinned in there? I mean, I don't know. Right now, we're not even at halfway, so I don't know what the plan is, because there's basically all the teams are still there for the most part, so I'm not sure yet. Bucky Irving out of 249, Malik Neighbors, and Coop DeJean. So we'll have to go by what happens. Doug Williams shook his hand. Eric Dickerson, Anthony Richardson, John Elway, Cole Bishop, Steve Young on the refractor conductors, Bucky Irving, and Jaden Daniels base. Stuabak, Smith, Kelly Ogden, Ocho Cinco, Randy Moss, Colson, and Brock Bowers base. Now we've already hit our autos, but maybe we can get like a Retrovision or a Wired or something maybe. Brown, Bradshaw, Largent, Lufa. What is this? That's something. We still have an RPA, but I don't know what to expect now. With the Bo Nix there. Eric All Jr., Rook, Jonathan Brooks, good luck. Sign off. Aaron Donald for the Rams, short print, and that is going to Charlie. Nice hit, Charlie. We shall take it. I don't know, Jim Mint. I don't know. Donald. Jones, Drew, Davis, Munoz, Refractor, Kurt Warner, Base Conductors, Tom Brady, Mims, and Stover. That's a short print, so they've got sign off, they've got Retrovision, and they've got Wired in there, Dustin, and that's one of them. Sign off is one of them. McMahon, Reed, Stroud, Holt. Peyton Manning out of 399 for the Colts. Jalen McMillan, Wiley, and Alt. Ward, Levis, and Flutie. We still have a hobby in this. Phoenix is back there, 25. Mike Singletary. Jonathan Ogden out of 275 for the Gibby spot, the Ravens. Malachi, Arnold, and Mason Smith. With Bo Nix being the auto, the RPA is probably going to be something oddball like Jermaine Burton or something like that. Could be defensive. Brian Dawkins, Gore, Greasy, Charles, Lassiter, Warren Moon, Roman Wilson, and Chris Braswell. And it's RPA time. Aikman, Watt, Marino, Davis, Wright, Adonai. It's a Commander. Luke McCaffrey for the Commanders. They actually started using him a little bit more this year. But that's going to Jim Mint. Oh, it's the right guy. It's the right guy, bro. He's nasty. He's a McCaffrey, bro. Come on, man. The McCaffreys are nasty. No, they all right. They all right. All right, Phoenix. What do you got for us? We want to know. We want to know. We want to know. We want to know. Get over here. Good luck. The finale is at hand. And then the next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. It's the same one we ran a couple of times yesterday if you were here for that. Empty box. Gunnar Helm. Tua on the silver. Kyle Shanahan, McBride, and McCarthy. We got something in this pack. It's extra chunky. It's thick. That's right, Gil. Travion Henderson for the Pats. Look at that patch. That's nice. That's going to Mayberry. Nice hit, Mayberry. That's a good looking little RPA there. Check that patch out. That's a little different. Michael Penix on the silver. Fields and Williams. Well, good thing Jim Min is a completely different break. McCord, Thornton, Tet on the contours. Higgins and Reed. We got something else here. Might be a patch. Oh, it's a tri-patch for the Commanders. Doug Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Joe Theismann out of 199. Tri-patch style. Samuel Laporta, Robinson, and Henry. Okay. 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 Samuel. And old boy. That's right, Ray. You never know. You never know. These are cool. Tesla. Lad McConkey silver. Torrey Holt. Velli and Smith. Morrison. Kyle Williams, silver. Derrick Henry, Thunderbirds. Burrow and Hendricks. We should have another auto. We should have another auto. Mullings. Mushin Mohammed. Harrison Jr. Smith and Chambers. Johnson. Jaden Reed is out of 199. Travion again. This is a Pats box out of 299. Theismann and Prescott. Barry, it's all pinned at the bottom of your screen. It's another Resurgence, the box we did before this. A Topps Chrome 24. Mosaic Choice 25. And then there's a Phoenix 25 in it. One of these. So 4 hobbies. Jim Mint. You know, that's a good question. There's not that many left. Like, we're down to the last few boxes. Travion, this is a Pats box like I've never seen. Joe Burrow, Bowers, and Olave. We've been working on that box. We've been working on that one for a little bit. Because Jim, do you remember I was using those red ones too? So I'm not quite sure. I can't remember. I don't know. You remember the red boxes we were using? Those aren't hobbies. Those are like premium boxes. I think our auto is here. Seahawks. Torrey Horton gold out of 10 auto. Yep, we take gold out of 10 autos no matter who's on it. Going to the Seahawks. Going to Rat Pick. That's 2 golds in this break. Michael Pittman Jr., Tua, and Eric Armstead. Okay. Luther Burton, Eamon Worry, Matthew Golden color match out of 99 for the pack. Going to Sage. Michael Pittman Jr. and Josh Jacobs. This hobby box is the only hobby box I buy one of and open every year. I haven't done it this year, but every year up to this point, this is one of the only hobby boxes I open for myself, like go and buy one and open for myself. Tet on the base, Pittman Silver, Cam Ward on the Thunderbirds, McGahee and Schultz. I like the way their cards look. I like the cost of the hobby. Don't feel like I completely get destroyed if it's not a great box. So, stuff like that. All right, that's that. Let's do a recap of our first break this morning. What do you say? What do you say? Let me get this base up out my face. Base up out my face. Base up out my face. And that did have a decent amount of base in it. Yes, it sure did. Let's put these to the side. It's it's recap time. Had a couple of golds, couple of deeds. There's a deed. When you need a deed, here's a deed. There's a deed. Whenever a deed's needed, there's a deed. Here's a deed for you. Get your deeds here. Flash, it's pretty good. My favorite, and this is going to sound weird because, well, it's where I started. So my favorite Phoenix when I started breaking, my favorite Phoenix is still 2021. I've hit some really great cards out of that. Recap: Von Miller, Favre, Peppers and Theo, Allen, Irving, Shadur, Caleb Williams, Dylan Raiola. Here, let me write that on there before I get ahead of myself. Help them guys out when they're putting all this stuff together. That goes to the Pats. Travion. Marshall Faulk was out of 99. Marvin Harrison Jr. This also goes to the Pats. They're the more expensive team. James Pierce Jr., Jefferson, Carter, Sewell, Patty Mahomes, Ramondre rookie, Cam Ward and Travion, Jaden Reed, Kyle Williams, Sam Laporta and Tet, Jonathan Ogden, Peyton Manning, Jonathan Taylor, Steve Young, Fashanu on the auto for the Jets, Michael Penix, Hunter Henry, Brett Favre, Troy Franklin, Travion, Luke McCaffrey, RPA, Tet, Matt Golden out of 99, Pittman Jr. and Burrow on the contours. Yeah, 2024 is looking pretty good at this point, Jim Mint. Across the board, not just quarterbacks. There's a lot of good players in that year. Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Franklin and Horn, Hawes and Corum, Jaden Daniels, Jonathan Taylor, Marvin Harrison Jr., Cade Stover, Derrick Henry, Tyrone Tracy Jr., Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Latu, Drew Brees, Patty Mahomes, and Baker Mayfield. Tyler Warren. I think so too, Flash. It was a good box. Michael Penix Jr., Drake May base, John Elway, Out of This World Burrow, Kyle Pitts rookie, Malik Neighbors silver, Mac Jones, Drake May, Theismann, Daniels, and Williams on the patch, Patty French Fries rookie auto, Aaron Donald sign off, Travion on the RPA, Torrey Horton gold auto for the Seahawks, Roma Dunze gold disco for the Bears, and Bo Nix out of 125 for the Broncos. And no, Nate, it absolutely is not. You're absolutely right. Look at the brains on Nate. This is break 3733. Take a screenshot of that if you need it. Okay, if not, you can always go to the YouTube. 238 cards on YouTube is where it's at, folks. That's where it's at. But enough jibber jabbering. Let's get some ripping in. We'll start with Topps Chrome. We'll end with choice. Yeah, no kidding, Christina. I'm taking down the overlay, and we're going to get ripping in. So what that thing we like doing, what's that called again? Oh, ripping. We're going to do some ripping, okay? Good luck. And the finest break is pinned at the bottom of your screen, folks. It's there. It's there. It made it. We made it. Empty. A little bit of rip on. Good luck, everyone. I'm with Christina. Good luck. Let's see a deed or two. Why don't we? Why don't we? Teddy Bruschi, Thurman Thomas, Jonathan Ogden. We got a Dwayne Bowe on the refractor. Joe Thomas, Jamal Charles refractor for the Chiefs. Johnny Wilson and Ricky Pearsall for the San Francisco 49ers. McShizzle, they do. There's no way around it, McShizzle. That's gonna keep happening. Unless I put a break up there without 24 in it, then that might work. Zach Thomas, Ray Lewis, Nolan Cromwell. Our first auto is Cam Kinchens for the Rams. That's going to Aiden. Javon Bullard for the Pack. Brock Bowers, base finesse. Malik Washington, University of Virginia. And Amarius Mims. Well, that was a quick auto. That was quick. Ooh, Gil got to him first. Eric Dickerson, John Elway, Peanut Tillman, Chris Carter, Fridge Perry, Paul Krause on the refractor, Ania Smith, and Jordan Morgan for the Pack. Gil, why would you say that? See, now you... Gil, Warren Moon, Marcus Allen, Tony Hill, Brian Westbrook, Josh Cribbs on the refractor, Jerry Rice, Devin Leary, and Junior Colson. You had the Jets, bro. You did great. John Riggins, Dwayne Bowe, Billy Sims. We've got an Emmitt Smith out of 199. We'll take that, Dallas. Yep. Xavier Worthy on the refractor for the Chiefs. We'll take that as well. Fred Taylor Finesse, Kinchens, and Mason Smith. The Browns did bad yesterday in that break, Gil. The Browns they didn't do great. They didn't. They just didn't. But they showed up a little bit, moderately. Champ Bailey, Jason Elam, Dermani Dawson, George Teague, Jason Elam, the guy that was better than Vinatieri. No, he wasn't. Lad McConkey, Gould, and Ray Davis. Hey, I got to get the chat going in here. I got to get the chat going. Look, it worked. It worked on every one of you. You all fell for it. Nobody thinks Jason Elam's better than Vinatieri, unless you're a Broncos fan. You might, but you might be wrong. Mario Manningham, Joe Thomas, Dalton Hilliard, Walter Payton, Nate Wiggins on the negative, Blake Corum, Tyler Nubin, and Tyke Smith. Stop it, Gil. Stop it. I have to start some stuff, you know? Every once in a while you got to get it popping. Also, Jason Hansen was a pretty good kicker too. Check him out. He's pretty good. Steve Grogan, Boomer Esiason, Ty Law, Jim McMahon on the refractor. See, Christina, you got to keep your head on a swivel around me. You know, you never quite know what I might do. Ray Davis on the refractor for the Bills. What do you got behind you here, Ray? Oh, Keon Coleman, base, Chris Jenkins, and Enos Rakestraw. I think it's safe to say whatever this next auto is going to be good. Like good. It might not be, but it's just a feeling, looking at the cards that I'm seeing. James White, Willie Galt, Eric Moulds, Randy Moss. It's probably going to be a legend of some sort. Jay Novacek out of 75 for them boys. John Hanna out of 25 for the Patriots. Jaden Daniels base and Jalen Polk. Is that your boy right there, Gil? Is that your boy? John Hanna, orange out of 25. That's your boy. Yep, that's your boy. And Ray Finkel was the best kicker ever. Nobody's ever been better than Ray Finkel. Yeah, right, Gil. We believe you. Mike Quick, Chris Spielman, Rob Gronkowski. This might be the auto. For the Chargers out of 99, it is not. It's Joe Alt out of 99. Adrian Peterson, All, and Burton. Who's going to be the last pack with the auto in it? I mean, what's going on around here? Charlie Batch, best quarterback in Steelers history. Dave Robinson. Deuce McAllister. Champ Bailey on the refractor. Byron Murphy on the same. Youth Quake, Byron Murphy. Braylon Trice, and Bucky Irving. This is going to be interesting. Mayberry, probably, quite a few, but no, the answer is probably Bo Nix. I've probably pulled Bo Nix autos more than anybody. C9, I didn't do anything. What? You guys stop. I didn't mean anything. I didn't do nothing. But I didn't do anything. Jerry Rice, Edgerrin James. What is that? Hold on. Danny White. Rodney Hampton. We've got one of those out of 199. I know who this is. Doc, I think this is going to you. Malik Neighbors on the Future Stars auto. I've pulled this one a few times too. Bryce Young on the refractor for the Panthers. Mitchell and Drake May base. We take those right now too. Jim Mint's like whack. Whack. Somebody said it. Somebody said it. Watch there be a Malik Neighbors auto. And then that's exactly what it was. It was you, wasn't it, J-Wham? We'll take those. Season's over anyways. He'll be back when the season starts next year. I imagine he'll be right in the thick of things. Okay, let's do Phoenix. We're going to end with Mosaic Choice. So we'll do Phoenix, then we'll do Resurgence, and then we'll do Mosaic Choice. We're about halfway full in the finest break that's pinned at the bottom of your screen. That's going to be my last football break, and then I'm going to put Marvel up there after that one. So if you got the hankering for a little football, that's going to be my last one of the morning. I will be on the other platform tonight, though. We'll do some more football over there. Ooh, this is a big old pack. Jedi. Really? 6 out of 10. Mayberry. That's sick. Look at the color on it. 6 out of 10. Will Howard. RPA for the Steelers. Bro, did you have... Your gut was right this morning. I'll give you that. Look at that beautiful thing. That's nice. Will Howard out of 10. Dak Prescott, Charbonnet, and Benson. It's not bad, Jack. It's not bad. We'll take it. McShizzle loves the Steelers. Ollie Gordon. Savion Williams for the Pack. Justin Fields. Keenan McCardell, and Tyreek Hill. Are you talking about the next break, Barry? Travis Hunter, Dan Fouts, Bullock, Pickens, and Godwin. Are you talking about the... Yeah, you have to be because it's not in this one, I don't think. Aiden's got the Rams in this one. Hang on, Barry. I'm looking for it now. I got you, Barry. You're good to go. You're good to go. So the Rams will be back in the shop in the next break if somebody's looking for them. They're in there now. Plus, they were purchased, so you know how that goes. When a team gets purchased and goes back in there, you know how that typically goes. You're good, Barry. No worries. Mike Green, Chris Olave on the Prism, Zorn, Thomas, and Smith. Mayberry. You know, we've been around. We've been at this game long enough. We've seen it more times than not. What happens when that happens? Dylan Gabriel, Thomas for the Jets, CeeDee Lamb on the Contours, Brown and Campbell. It might not happen every time, but it sure does seem like it happens a lot. Jack Sawyer, Quincy Williams, Puka, Mitchell, and Smith. We got something in this one too. Torrey Horton. Scataboo out of $2.99. Look at you, Doctor, on a Wednesday morn. Eric Armstead, Kincaid, and Liggett. I do too, Mayberry. They usually go so quick, I don't always get them, though. Somebody else usually gets them. Because you got to be quick. We all think alike. A lot of us think alike. We're like, well, no, that ain't happening. Jaden Blue. Woody Marks for the Texans, and that is out of 149. A nice Jamar Chase on the Thunderbirds out of 299. Brooks and Blockley. I get it. Jordan Watkins, Chris Chambers, Samuel Darnold, Young, and Burris. Will Howard. We got, I think, our autos here. Good luck. For the Baltimore. Wow. What a nice hit. Charlie. Derrick Henry on the auto for the Ravens. That's something you don't see all that often. That's something you just don't see all that often. Nice hit. Very, very nice. Wow. Caught me off guard. 45 out of 49. The Theismann. Wilson and Chase. I think so. Me too, Tiffany. Kenneth Grant. Cam Ward on the silver. Bo Nix Paragon out of 99 for the Bronx. Allen and Wilson. Yeah, you don't see that very much. That caught me off guard. I was like, oh, Ravens. And then I saw Derrick Henry, and I had to look at it for a second. I was like, so is this an auto? Is the card just backwards or what? That was a good box of Phoenix. TJ Sanders. Kyron Williams. Paragon Egbuka for the Bucks. That's just a base. And Williams with Jackson Smith. All right, we'll do Resurgence next. And then we'll end with the Mosaic Choice. There's our RPA. It's looking a little chunky too. Empty. $11 left in the football break pinned at the bottom of the screen. Terrell Owens, Long, Allen, Randy Moss, JPJ for the Raiders, Corum, Ray Davis, and Darius Robinson. Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Christian Okoye, Jerry Rice, Suamatia, Ricky Pearsall, Refractor, Cowing, and McCaffrey. We'll take a little Ricky action. Kelsey, Brady, Peterson, Bruce, Howie Long on the Refractor. Hines Ward, Wiggins, and Sanders. Oh, hold on. Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Edrin James, Terrell Owens for the Eagles this time on the Refractor. Ricky Pearsall base, Eichenberg, and Smith. T.O. is way, way up on my list. He's way, way up on my list. Top 5. Top 5 all time. Falk, Taylor, Bettis, George. Upside down. Adisa Isaac out of 125 for the Ravens. Daniel Marino, Faltanu, and Bub Means. As long as there's no auto in this box went exactly the way we wanted it to go. And the reason why I say that is that typically when it goes like this, we see quarterbacks more often than not. Joe Montana, Campbell, Sanders, Irvin. Well, J-Wham, it was your turn, bro. Brock Bowers on the auto for the Raiders. Not bad. Not numbered, but we shall take it. Jonathan Brooks out of 275. Paul and Fisk. Jim Minton, who'd you get in this one? Oh, the Patriots. They're not always going to be there, are they? They do show up quite a bit, though. Cribbs, Dent, Suggs, Keyshawn Johnson. We got another mini diamond. It's always RPA, Charlie. Doug Williams on the mini diamonds for the Bucks. Drew Brees out of 249. Knight and Sennett. Now, a Mosaic Choice can do some damage now. Herman Moore, University of Virginia. John Randall, Darrell Revis, James Harrison, Emmitt Smith out of 249. That's the second numbered Emmitt Smith in this break. Michael Irvin Refractor, Barton and Gould. If a Drake May shows up in this box, that is going to be one of the craziest things I think I've ever encountered. With the fact that Brock Bowers was in there. But we could certainly hit a nasty legend of some sort. Good afternoon, MG. Good to see you. Keekly, Peyton, Carter, Johnson. Raiders get richer. It's JPJ. Good morning, Cheyenne. Jason Witten. Javon Bullard and Audric Estime. How are ye, MG and Cheyenne? How is your Wednesday going? Sharp, Bailey, Witten, Hester, Jaden Hicks is out of 249 for the Chiefs, Marshawn Lloyd for the Pack, Benson and Jenkins. Oh no. Yeah, that's not cool, Cheyenne. Young, Theismann, Woodson, Dorsett, Joshua Cardi, Spencer Rattler, Ladd McConkey, and Malachi Corley. So this is going to be, it's going to be a Michael Pratt RPA. It's going to be Michael Pratt. Andre Rison, Williams, Sims, Worthy. Uh-oh, it's not Michael Pratt. Roman Wilson. No way. Steelers are eating in this break. Mayberry had a read. Mayberry had a read. Roman Wilson out of 75 on the RPA. It's kind of chonky. All right. So it has come down to the Mosaic Choice. That is what it's come down to. All right. Mosaic Choice, there's some peeps out here that would love. There's a couple of people out here, more than a couple, that would love a shot at a deed. Can we get a deed? Get a deed. A deed. At least one. Can we get at least one deed? Those help, Cheyenne. Just to be honest, unless you have to go to the doctor, there's nothing that's going to help other than probably two things: water and sleep. It's just the way that it is. Well, there's a Packer, Matthew Golden for the Pack. Jarquez Hunter for the Rams. Our silver is Tim Brown for the Raiders. Tariq Woolen out of 89 for the Seahawks. Adonai Mitchell is also out of 89 for the Colts. It's Shuck for the Saints out of 89. Not bad, Quicksilver. Oh my goodness. Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers on the Showtime auto. And Andrew Van Ginkel. Yes, Mayberry, it is. Aaron Rodgers for the Steelers. That's awesome. Mayberry, I don't know if that's something you want for your PC or not, but I might be a buyer on that. I am a buyer on that. Shuck was out of 89. Had a nice golden in there. So at least the Packers didn't get completely swept out of that. Yeah, Steelers destroyed this break. Steelers destroyed the break. I know there's others that missed. There's no way that it couldn't be because the Steelers completely destroyed it. Adonai, Woolen, and Tim Brown. It's all good, Mayberry. That's your card, bro. That's your card. But if you have interest, I'm interested. So let's do... Some of you did just fine, people named Mayberry. Others, it might have not went as smoothly as you would have liked, but it was still a good break. Let's do a recap of this, and then I'll do a roll call of the next break that's pinned. And that's my last football break of the day that's pinned up there, or pinned down there. Then I'm gonna switch to marble. Recap. 6 to go. Goodness gracious. Okay. Jemai, Lamb, Nix, Olave, Hunter, Fouts, Young, Ward, Darnold, Marks and Williams, Prescott, Egbuka, Jay Novacek. John Hanna was out of 25. It did, Cheyenne. Mr. and Mrs. will be doing it tonight, and I'll do some of that tomorrow morning. Ricky Pearsall, Emmett Smith out of 199, Xavier Worthy, and Cam Kinchins. Yeah, well, I'll do some of that Pixar tomorrow. Drake May, Joe Alt, Ray Davis, Nate Wiggins, Jonathan Brooks, Tim Brown, Adonai Mitchell, Matthew Golden, Emmett Smith, Roman Wilson was out of 75. JPJ, Doug Williams, Drew Brees out of 249, Woolen, Shuck, and Terrell Owens. Malik Neighbors was a nice hit for you, Doc. Brock Bowers auto, Will Howard gold to 10 RPA, Derrick Henry auto for the Ravens out of 49, Scattaboo on the patch, and Aaron Rodgers. And you guys know here more than probably any place, if you completely skunked out, you don't skunk out here, we'll at least send you something. All right, this is break 3734. And we're going to get to a little ripping. We're going to get a little ripping in. Take a screenshot if you need it. If not, YouTube 238 cards is where the replays are. Goodbye on the overlay. And let's get the ripping in. We've got the blasters, no? Marvel is what's pinned at the bottom. Okay. Let's do Mosaic first. Maybe we'll get a little Genesis or something to kick this thing off. Empty. Good luck. Oh, he's got a couple. He's got a couple. Jimmy. Jaden Blue, Shooter on the base, notoriety. Sam Darnold, notoriety. Jackson Dart variation, and Randy, the Hitman Moss. What's up, Chris? Good. It's still morning for us. Good morning. Marvel is pinned at the bottom of your screen. That's what it is, and that's what it be, and that's what it do. And I'll come up with some different football breaks for us tomorrow morning. I just got to figure out what I want to do. Tony Dorsett, Jalen Walker, Jordan Watkins, Nick Bonito, Theo Johnson, and Greg Zerline. Okay. Dak Prescott, Will Shields, Brian Branch for the Lions on the bang. Barkley, Walker, and Richardson. Good morrow, sir. Good morrow, Mr. Willie. McLeod, McGahee, Jackson Dart, base. Terrell Davis, kid reporter. Milano and Branch. It's Dot. It's Jackson Dot. Okay. Duger, Taj Brooks, Newbin, Golden, Rogers, and Fred Warner. Lattimore, Warren, and looky here, a little honeycomb action for the Commanders, Zach Ertz. Hey, look, it's a start, Jim Mint. It's better than what's been going down. Willis, Barber, and Cruz. Let's see what Prism has in store for us here. Oh, that's right. Empty. You get all cards. That is correct. All cards ship. Drake London, Lewis, Jackson, and Buda Baker. B-Wax, that can be fun too. Myles Garrett, Dan Marino, Luke McCaffrey, and James Lofton for the pack. Jared Goff, Pacheco, Brown, and Chris Jenkins for the Bengals. Montez Sweat, Juju, Darius Robinson, and Jonathan Allen, kid reporter. Give us a good silver. Come on, can we get a good silver, please, and thank you? Kurt Warner, Jahan Dotson, Kyron Williams, and Dallas Turner. Cooper, Jackson, Davis, and DJ James. Prism didn't show us much love there. That Prism Blaster didn't want to show us much love. That's okay. We're going to move on from it. We move on and we move forward. It's no huddle time. Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf, Calvin Johnson, Elick for the Titans, Khalil, Dylan Gabriel for the Browns out of 50, Milano, Jackson Dart on the variation again, Theo, Evans, Allen, and Thomas Jr. Komet, Brooks, Sutton, Booker, Malik Neighbors on the disco, Rome Odunze for the Bears, getting a little bit better each step of the way here, Jim Matt. On the Scripps auto for the Bears. Saquon, Aaron Rodgers, Willis, Robinson, Miller, and Garrett. Caleb Williams, Hunter Henry, Gesicki, Lane, DK, Nick Scourton, Barber, Genty on the variation, Tate, Andrews, McCarthy, and Singletary. Scourton. And DK. Fouts, Charles, Sweat, Ferguson, Brian Thomas Jr. out of 99, Niners and Lions. I'm going to say the Niners were probably more than the Lions. So this will probably go to the Niners, which is Doc, Weedman. I'll have to check. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll check. Henry, Hall, Cam Ward, Branch, Moss, and Zerline. I'm not 100% sure which team was more, but give me 1 second and I'll find out. Oh, well, that makes it easy. Doc says just give it to Weedman. So this is going to Weedman regardless of who was more. This goes to the Lions. Thank you, Doc. It is. Flash, it is. Moon. Benson, Fitzgerald, Milrow, Bryant, Wes Welker on the disco, White, Hertz, Ridley, Walker, Richardson, and Warner. We still got 3 hobbies back there. Bowers, Laporta, White, Lambert, Smith, Kelvin Banks Jr. was out of 99 last on print. Jahmyr Gibbs on the disco for the Lions. Campbell, Moss, old boy, Cruz, Moore, and Goff. And the other half. A.J. Brown, Hunt, Davis, Mumpfield, Howard, Dante Culpepper for the Dolphins, Daniels, Bond, Swift, Gore, Anderson, and McBride. G-Man, no, there really hasn't been. So stay tuned. Your turn is next, I hope. Stewart, Chandler, Elway, RJ Harvey. There it is. I knew it, G-Man. Bang. Rich Gannon. What a treat. A timeless treat right there. Rich Gannon on the silver. Omarion Hampton. Jaden Higgins. Taylor, Newbin, Njoku, Green, and Pollard. The deed is done. You did it. We did it. Jordan Addison, Kittle, and Ford. Dylan Gabriel. Tommy. Jordan Love out of 99. Well. Going to John. Diggs, Bettis, Montgomery, Kelsey, Tracy Jr., and Shakir. Shakira. That's Final Four. Or Final Four. Fantastic Four, Mayberry. I can't read. There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's Fantastic Four. Robinson, Myers, Toon, Starks, Gasecki on the disco, Jared Goff for the Lions. Matthew Golden, Lamb, Hubbard, McCaffrey, Williams, and Hubbard. Did you get a deed? Or is it already gone? Yeah, that's Marvel pinned at the bottom, you guys. I don't know. I know we're a little bit later in the day than typically when I throw something different up like that, but it's there. Oh, it's posted now. We're going to have to rip it. One way or another, and we're going to have to rip it. Oh, I got you. Okay. Neighbors, A-Chain, Franklin, Scataboo, Love It, Kamara on the disco, Lewis, Tet for the Panthers, Barkley, Hester, Ferguson, and Brazil. I'm gonna get some of this bass out of my face. Mosaic's got a lot of bass, you know. And we'll do Obsidian next. Brown, Love, Newbin, Eamon Worry, Silver Puka, Besh on the disco, Young, Thomas, Favre, Beckham, Campbell, and Joe Theismann. Thyreezy for Sheezy. All right, Obsidian, what you got? What you got? We're due for an auto out of one of these. About that time. Gil's hoping for a dream in this pack. Empty. A chance and a dream. A dream and a chance. And hopefully a falcon for Tiff. Zaire Franklin. Zach Moss, George Pickens, Derek Carr, not numbered, and it's the other guy, Gil, the guy that I always pull. Going to J-Wham, Atomic Initials, Bonix. It's always him. It's always him. It's him, always him. Every time. Every of the time. We'll save finest for last. I'll do that Phoenix box next. Yeah, Mike, these Obsidian Internationals are real nice boxes. They're easily half the price of a hobby, right? Like a hobby right now. Now, typically they have an auto in it, but this time it had an Atomic Initials Bo Nix in it. As the last card, so. But you can get, there's a ton of stuff you can get in that out of 6. The green out of 6s show up pretty frequently. I pulled a Barry Sanders auto out of 6, and it broke my heart, but backflip it is. So we've got Phoenix, and then we still got the finest. And then Marvel's pin, but there's only like 2 or 3 spots off the board. Empty box. So that very well might be my last break of the day. And I have no idea when that'll rip, but that might be my last one. Gil, I see you. TJ Sanders. Oh, Maury and Hampton on the patch for the Chargers. That is out of 299. Godwin for the Bucks is out of 25. J-Wham. Diggs and Wilson. Hang on, I need some more top loaders. I thought I would make it, but I'm not going to make it. I thought I was going to make it, but I didn't make it. And it's all right as long as you got the best of intentions, you know? Okay. 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 It sure is, Mike. Good eye. Baron Ridley is out of 149. Brock Purdy for the Niners is out of 299. Novacek and Nix. The next card is the best one, Matt. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be something in that finest box back there. It's going to be the hit of the day. Ollie Gordon. Jarquez Hunter. Travis Hunter on the base Paragon. Young and Johnson. Okay. 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 Travis Hunter. Jack Sawyer is one of our autos out of this for the Steelers. Going to Quicksilver. Steelers have been very active today. That is out of 199. It is a sticker auto, but that's okay. This guy right here, they had him at DN when we played him, and he's kind of annihilating people. Patrick Surtain on the silver. Wilson and Metcalf. Well, I sure hope so. Mike Green, Jaden Blue, Derrick Henry on the red contours out of 249 for the Ravens. Allen and Newbin. Tiff, we need a Falcon, and we need them now. Like, bad. Gabriel. Jay Jetta on the silver. CJ Stroud, Thunderbirds, Kamara, and McBride. Gil, you still got hope in the finest. Falcons are not as strong in tops. I feel like you still got a real good chance. Not that it can't happen in here. I feel like Tiff needs a Falcon out of this box. Or she's in trouble. She's in trouble. Ordrick, don't worry. It's right here in this pack. Jack Sawyer. Travis Hunter on the RPA for the Jags. Going to CJ. That's out of 249. Yeah, kind of like that, Gil. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scary. Terry. Charbonnet and McCarthy. Trey, Jarquez Hunter. It's Cam Miller. Jay Jetta, Williams, and Laporta. think we have a patch here. He does, but for the Bucks, Gil. Blue. For the Eagles, Saquon Barkley with a very nice patch there. Out of 199. That might be the best 199 patch I've ever seen. Going to Concert Man. Nice card for a patch. Hufanga is out of 199. Smith and Ford. Mr. Rodriguez, I see you. Appreciate you. Jordan Watkins. Bo Nix on the silver. Neighbors, Goff, and Hutchinson. My next break's pinned at the bottom of the screen, Mike. It is Marvel. MCU Marvel. And you've pretty much got your pick of... You've got your choice in that right now. Will Howard, Matthew Golden on the Prism, Marvin Harrison Jr. on Thunderbirds, Hufanga, and Vrabel. Golden. It's Vrabel. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kenneth Grant. Njoku on the silver. Lambjack, Hurts, and Hall. Tiff, you're in trouble. Anything can happen, but you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Joe Booth said something rude, and I couldn't stop him in time, and that's why there were no Falcons in the break. Can you believe that? Trey? Oh, Trey. You're not done yet. Falcons are in trouble. You're not done yet. And the Falcons can hit in here. It's just difficult in tops. Empty. Jerzon, Lassiter, Johnson, Gore Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr. All right, our first auto is a Viking. It is Dallas Turner, not numbered. That looks pretty good for the next auto, that's for sure. Emmitt Smith out of 325 for them boys. Drake May base, Keon Coleman X-Fractor, Joe Alt X-Fractor, and Gil's favorite player of all time, Eli Manning. No, he does. May does. Brady signs for the Pats though, but May signs. Burton, Arnold, Marino, J.J. Watt, Ron Jaworski on the rare. Jim, it's Chris Everett for the Rams out of 125. Marshall Faulk for the Rams. Chop Robinson, Refractor. Brock Bowers, X-Fractor. And Edrin James. You did get a Cowboy. The Magic Man, Barry Sanders, Bruce Smith, Lenny Moore, Joe Alt, Timothy Tebow out of 325 for the Broncos, Jaden Daniels, base field generals, Chris Long, Lenny Moore on the X-Fractor, and Emmitt Smith one more again. It's Tim Tebow. It's Timothy. What the? Morphin? Hartman, Benson, Ligette, Wilson, Cowing. Wow, bro. Nice hit, Jim Mint. Caleb Williams, 4 out of 20. I'll be your freakazoid. Come on and wind me up, up. A deed. Trey Benson. Keon Coleman on the X-Fractor, Bruce Smith on the X-Fractor, and Jim Kelly. Tiffany, the Falcons, they're not, Tiffany, are the Falcons your team? Michael Pratt, Bo, I feel like they're not. But I might be wrong. Warren Moon, Billy Sims, Walter Payton, Ricky Pearsall on the rare, Dynamos, Marvin, start playing taps. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Dynamos, Brett Favre, Xavier Worthy X-Fractor, I thought so, and Earl Campbell. I knew we were talking about that earlier. I just wanted to make sure. All right, so there should be an auto in this. Gil, if it happens right here, it was meant to be, bro. Actually, let's take a sneak peek and see if we can figure out what kind of auto it is. Might be a legend. Kurt Warner, Tavondre Sweat, Mason Smith, Blake Corum, Kellen Papa Winslow for the Chargers. Going to C-Mac. Sorry, Gil. You know the name of the game. You know how it rolls in the Shire. Edgerrin James out of 200. Bucky Irving for the Bucks. Doug Flutie on the rare for the Bills. Barry Sanders X-Fractor. And Arian Foster. Jim Mint, I might mix it up a little bit, so it'll be something with finest, but let me see what came in, and we'll go from there. Gil, maybe tonight's the night. I don't. You never know. You just never know. Hey, I can't, look, I want it to be that way, you guys. I can't just make it like everybody can't always get deeds. I wish I could, though. Oh, I don't have a ton of it, Jim Mint, so I can't really do that with it. I've got to keep it for break purposes. I can't really do that with it. And I know some people missed. I get it. Look, you guys are in my shoes right now. It's like I was in the break. It's like, oh, you didn't get anything. That's what usually happens to me. All right, recap. And then I'll do a little bit of a roll call on Marvel that's pinned. Also, Marvel might be what's holding all our dreams. Gasecki, Shuck, Welker, BTJ, Banks Jr., Scourton, DK, Nakua, Ward, Kittle and Laporta, Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, Dart, Tet, Hampton, Genty, Gabriel, Dart, Besh, Kamara, Gibbs, and Neighbors. And we've only got like 5 of those left, Jim Mint. So I imagine something's on its way. Because we've opened 2 boxes with legends in it. So something's still chilling out there. Purdy, Goff, Hafunga, Jefferson, Stroud, Sawyer on the auto, Hunter, Ridley, Everett, Bowers, May, Coleman, Alt, Dallas Turner, Golden, Marvin Harrison Jr., Barry Sanders, Bo Nix, Justin Jefferson, Omari and Hampton, Surtain, and Godwin. Smith, Tebow, Robinson, Emmitt Smith, Doug Flutie, Ricky Pearsall, Keon Coleman, Edrin James, Saquon on the patch, Romeo on the auto for the Bears, Worthy X-Fractor, Caleb was out of 20. That's cool. Kellen Winslow, Zach Ertz, Honeycomb, Derrick Henry out of 249, Rookie Phenom RPA Travis Hunter out of 249, and Atomic Initials Obsidian Deed for the Broncos. And we will run the other half of this case, and that'll be my last one. You don't tell me what to do, Lexus. You don't tell me what to do. Okay? I'm going to print this out. So if you forget who you have, just ask me. I'm going to have it right here beside me on a sheet. But it is rip time. Take a screenshot. Well, it doesn't have your name on it, but this is the break. All replays are on YouTube. We're live streaming there now. And then when I'm not live streaming, it will literally just be replay. Oh, that's the worst time for it, Kim. That's the worst time for it. All right, Marvel is at hand. This is break 3735. My last break of the day will be 3736, and it'll be the other half of this case. Good luck. And give me a second. I will, once that updates, I'll get the other half in there. I just got to wait for it to update. That's all. That's all I got to do. Good luck, everybody. Empty. I think I might almost... Tortellini with Primo? Ethan, you got all kinds. You got a special skill set. You're like Liam Neeson. You have a particular set of skills. And good luck. I don't know why the camera looked weird there. Oh, well, look at you. As soon as the number updates, you guys, I'll get the other half into the shop. Hasn't updated yet. Hope Van Dyne, Prince Jan, the Ancient One, Thunderbolts insert Sentry. I think Mr. pulled a sketch of Sentry last night. Captain America insert Druig out of 99 for the Eternals. Miss Marvel and Drax. All right, and it looks like the number's updated. Let me drop it in there, you guys. This is my last break of the day. It's the other half of this case. It is in the shop, and it is pinned. There you go. They said probably around 4 or 5, Liz, of our time. So I don't know where you're at, but Central, 4 or 5 Central time. Falcon, Hella, Frank Castle, Obsidian, Red Guardian, the Wasp on the Refractor, Atuma, and Baron Strucker. Jimmy Woo, Mr. Fantastic Thanos, Galactus, Daredevil insert, The Collector, Monica Rambeau, and Caecilius. Doctor Strange, Billy Maximoff, Agent 13, Elsa Bloodstone, Captain America on the insert, Mel on the refractor, Isaiah Bradley, and the Black Panther. Hold on. What did that just do? Give me 1 second. I want to make sure it's pinned. It is. Okay. The next break is pinned. It's the other half of this case. It was acting weird on my end. Excellent, Emmett. Maria Hill, Konshu, Dr. Zola, Gilgamesh, Frigga, Yellow Jacket out of 199 for Ant-Man. That's cool. Vanessa Fisk and Ebony Moore. The Hulk, Arishem, Peggy Carter, Druig, Nick Fury, Queen Ramonda out of 99, Ajax, and Howard Stark. Drakov, Dr. Jensen, Sylvie, Invisible Woman, Bucky Barnes on the Prism Fractor, High Evolutionary on the Refractor, Sprite, and Dr. Hansen. Ying Nan, Happy Hogan, Carly, Galactus out of 25 on the auto. That's sick. Oh, that's nasty. Ralph Ineson. On the debut. Cooper Hill, you're watching something on TikTok. For the Fantastic Four. Jack Russell. Okoye on the refractor. Congressman Gary and Captain Marvel. And the Fantastic Four was Jim Mint. Jim Mint, look at you. Turning it around already. Bill Foster, I don't even know if he's in here still. Invisible Woman, Wanda Maximoff, Recorder Thiel, insert Daredevil. America Chavez out of 150 for Doctor Strange, Winwoo, and Pepper Potts. I don't know, Cooper. I have no idea. I don't, just, you know. Who knows? You ever know these days. Nebula, Anika, the Mandarin, Clea, Captain America insert, Gamora on the refractor, Classic Loki, and Loki. And we've got 3 more of those to go. Empty. Don't do that. Okay, we're good. Agatha, Daredevil, M'Baku, Bob, Daredevil insert, Darcy Lewis out of 199. Valentina and Ant-Man. Meek, Kingpin, Groot, Cosmo, Captain America insert, Shang-Chi on the refractor, Darbin and the Collector. We take Shang-Chi refractors around here. Appreciate the gift, Kim. War Machine, Dr. Selvig, Jai Ling, Black Widow, B-15, Darbin, Adam Warlock, and Ronan. And that is, yes, that is the other half of this case that's pinned at the bottom. Falcon, Namor, Vision, OB, Herbie on the Prism Fractor, Ironmonger Refractor, Cassie Lang, and Malekith. Christine Palmer, Jennifer Kale, Mantis, Thunderbolts insert, Bucky Barnes, Captain America insert, Eric Killmonger first on print out of 10. Now that's nice. Who ended up with Black Panther? USMC. Yep, we want those. Yep, we definitely want those. 100%. No doubt. Nice hit. She-Hulk and Dr. Abraham. Very nice hit, USMC. That's a keeper. First on print, too. Eric Killmonger. Taskmaster and Odin. Thunderbolts insert. Captain America insert. Clea out of 99. That is Doctor Strange. Ruth and Shuri. Katie Chin, Laufey, Cersei, Helmet Zemo, Mr. Fantastic, Thor on the refractor, Karen Page and Glaive. Cam, so this is just the first one I've done today. I did football all the way up to this point. So this is the first one I've done. The first Galactus out of 25 auto and Eric Killmonger out of 10. So not doing too bad for not even through 2 boxes yet. Sidewinder, Nakia, Foggy Nelson, Proxima, Midnight, Sentry, Mobius on the refractor, Makari, and Heimdall. Oh, they ain't bad, Jen. They ain't bad. Razor Fist, Justin Hammer, Renslayer, Eric Saban, Dr. Jane Foster, Red Skull Gold out of 50 for Captain America. Okay. Ironheart and Hank Pym. And here we go. Last pack. And then we got 2 more. I see you, Cam. Those 4 that are pinned at the bottom are the other half of the case. That's what it is. T'Chaka, Caldero, Valkyrie, Layla Taylor, Dr. Wendy Lawson on the Prism Fractor, Dane Whitman on the Refractor, Emperor Drogue, and Carl Mordo. Box number 3. Emptiness. Falcon, Hella, Frank Castle, Cull Obsidian, Dark, or the Red Guardian. Out of 50, Talos for Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Drax. Sat there and sat there and sat there. And there it is. Little Talos action. Gold wave out of 50. Not bad start to the box. Jimmy Woo, Mr. Fantastic, Thanos, Galactus, Baby Groot on the Prism Fractor, America Chavez on the Refractor, Atuma, and Baron Stricker. Little Baby Groot action. Jen, it seems to be that way. And sometimes the ones that sit are different. They're not always the same. Although I will say Daredevil's been sitting. And Mr. said Thor's been sitting too. So Doctor Strange, Wiccan, Agent 13, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Karen Page, Monica, and Caecilius. Bloodstone, Maria Hill, Khonshu, Dr. Zola, Maya Lopez, gold auto out of 50 for Echo. We're getting numbered autos, so that's good. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Out of 50. Mr. Rodriguez, we'll take that. Rocket on the Refractor. Bradley and Black Panther. Gilgamesh, Frigga, Ying-Nan, Happy Hogan, Daredevil insert. Bucky Barnes out of 150. I think that's Cap. Yeah, that's Captain America. He still had arms, so that's what had me wondering. Vanessa Fisk and Ebony Maw. I'm not sure that he does, Cheyenne. I don't think that he does. Or I haven't seen it yet. Fury, Dreykov, Dr. Jensen, Sylvie. Ooh, we've got one of those shadow boxes, I think. Howard Stark, Ajax. Good luck. Topps Online Redemption Card. Congratulations! You are due to receive an Avengers Shadow Box Black Refractor Parallel. That would mean out of 10, right? Vision for the Avengers. That's sick. So Addison, it's well, this is a redemption, but if you've seen any Disney or anything like that, they're the thicker ones that kind of have like a background on them. That's the best way I can put it. If you've seen Disney, that's what a shadow box is. It's the same thing. Like Zazu, we pulled multiple times. Those cards, that's what a shadow box is. It's see-through but thick. You can see like there's a background behind the main character. And that goes to the Avenger spot, which is James. Nice hit, James. Hope Van Dyne, Prince Jan, The Ancient One, Invisible Woman. Harrison Ford on the Captain America insert. Iron Patriot, Sprite, and Dr. Hansen. Jasper, I don't know about that. Topps is much quicker than most places. Kingpin, Carly, Yellow Jacket, Echo, Baby Groot, The Leader, Captain America insert, Namora Refractor, Congressman Gary, and Captain Marvel. Nebula, Anika, The Mandarin, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Ellen Brandt out of 99 for Iron Man. We still got one box left back there. Winwoo and Pepper Potts. Clea, Hulk, Arishem, Peggy Carter, Druig, Kingo on the refractor, Classic Loki, and Loki. All right, one more box. I need a hero. Get some of the space out of my way. All cards ship, by the way. All cards ship. Anthony, you know me too well. Maybe I'll have to mix it up. Maybe I won't do that this time. You know what I mean? Maybe I just won't do that this time since I'm becoming so predictable. I might just like ball it up or something. Let's ball it up into a ball this time. Empty box. Nope. Yeet. Good luck. Groot. Cosmo. War Machine. Alice. Dr. Selvig. Red Skull out of 99. Human Torch and Nova Prime. No, I can't see the chat. No, I can't see the chat, man. Come on, man. The final 4 boxes of this case are pinned at the bottom of your screen right now. Korg. Daniel Blake. Maggie Lang. Mephisto. The leader on the Prism. Fractor. Ultron on the Refractor. Recorder Vim and Yandu Undanta. Fastos. Darcy Lewis Razor Fist. Justin Hammer. Daredevil insert. Out of 49, Atuma. For Black Panther, Icarus, and Iron Man. Wendy Lawson, Herbie, Winter Soldier, Bucky, Barnes, Thunderbolts insert, Red Hulk insert. Ooh. Ooh. Killian. MODOK. Good luck. Cone Shoe, 5 out of 5 red going to Moon Knight. And who ended up with Moon Knight in this one? Mike. 5 out of 5, last on print. Very nice, Mike. I couldn't tell if it was an auto at first. I wasn't sure. All those Moon Knight cards have been selling great, Mike. I don't know if that's like a PC or what, but every Moon Knight card that I've seen has been selling pretty good. All characters. Jack Russell, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Red Skull, Galactus, Pagan on the Refractor, Captain Marvel, and Lady Sif. Daredevil. M'Baku. Oh boy, I think we got one of those tarot cards. Ego. Pagan. Queen Ramonda on the Refractor, and out of 50, Patty Lupone auto on the Queen of Cups. An auto. Queen of Cups. Anna, well, here it is. Look no further. And that's 40 out of 50. Lila Calderu. And my sheet just flew away from me. Hang on. Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez. Do you know how to pick spots or what? Nice hit. Renslayer. Eric Saban, the Mighty Thor. King T'Chaka, Captain America insert. Ego on the refractor. Petro Maximoff and Captain America. It is, Cheyenne. Not only that, but that's one of the ones with the auto on it. It's out of 50. Valkyrie, Layla Taylor, Eric Killmonger, Taskmaster, Corvus Glaive, Kingo, and Iron Patriot. 2 packs left. Odin, Katie Chin, Circe, Korg on the Prism Fractor, Red Hulk on the Refractor, American Chavez, and Rocket. Last pack magic. The final 4 boxes of the case are pinned at the bottom of your screen right now. And we did not get a sketch in these first 4. Zemo, Harkness, Grandmaster, Thunderbolts, insert, Captain America, insert, good luck. Out of 25, Dr. Eric Selvig with the save for Thor. A little something something for Thor. Namora and Ultron. That was just like we thought. These breaks are spectacular almost every single time. Wild. It's wild how consistently good these breaks are. Let's do a recap real quick. And again, those what's pinned at the bottom is the last 4 of the case. But we got a little recapping to do. Thor, Clea out of 99. Shang-Chi, Talos was out of 50. Red Skull was out of 50. Red Hulk, Bucky Barnes is out of 150. Ellen Brandt out of 99. Baby Groot, Red Skull is also out of 99. Darcy Lewis out of 199. America Chavez out of 150. Yellow Jacket out of 199. Atuma out of 49. Eric Killmonger out of 10. I forgot about that one. That's nasty. Here, we'll put him to the back. That's too cool. Druid out of 99. The Wasp, Ultron, Gamora, Queen Ramondra out of 99. Eric Selvig out of 25. Maya Lopez out of 50. 32 out of 50 on the auto. Khonshu out of 5 for Moon Knight. Queen of Cups, Tarot cards, short print, 40 out of 50 auto. Just a really cool card. Galactus, orange out of 25. Shadowbox Vision out of 10, black refractor. And Eric Killmonger, first on print. And I got to tell you, this stuff is so fun to rip. It's not quite, I don't know. Here soon it might take over Cosmic. But for now, Cosmic's still my favorite. But at some point, it might take over. $37.36 is the break. All replays are on YouTube. 238 cards on YouTube is where you can find it. Good luck. And then again, Mr. and Mrs. will be on the night, and I'll be on that other app myself tonight. So, just so you know. You've got options. And good luck. It all starts here. Can we get a sketch card, please? And thank you. We didn't in the first 4 boxes. They were good cards. Don't get me wrong. They were great cards. Empty box. Cosmo, War Machine, Alice, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Valkyrie on the Captain America print out of 76. These are so cool. That's for Thor. Tell them all. Valentina and Ant-Man. Dr. Selvig, Xialing, Black Widow, B-15. We've got one of those Marvel gods here. The Collector, Darbin, Iron Man on the refractor. We take those too. And good luck. It is Ego on the Marvel gods going to Guardians of the Galaxy. That is James. That's a start. Cade, you know, me and Mr. and Mrs. were all talking about that yesterday. I'm not sure yet, but we all agree that it looks great. So typically when cards look great, what you just said probably happens. So it all depends, you know what I mean? And sometimes it can do exactly that and then come back down. But based off of what we've seen so far, those cards just look good. And we're going to see plenty of them tonight. Falcon, Namor, Vision, OB, Daredevil insert, Shuri, Adam Warlock, and Ronan. Christine Palmer, Jennifer Kale, Mantis, Sidewinder, Captain America insert, Petro on the refractor, Cassie Lang and Malekith. We do, Cam. All cards. All cards for your movie will ship. Nakia, Foggy Nelson, Proxima Midnight, Sentry, Dr. Bill Foster. Out of 150, Clea for Doctor Strange. Wouldn't mind getting her auto. I'm just saying. Yeah. She-Hulk and Dr. Abraham. Agatha, Grandmaster, Daredevil, M'Baku, Bob, another one of the out of 76s, Christine Palmer, and that is also for Doctor Strange. USMC, you've got, hang on one second, let me find you. Thunderbolts, Ruth and Shuri. Meek, Kingpin, Groot, Human Torch, Yellow Jacket, Prism Fractor, Alice Refractor, Karen Page, and Corvus Glaive. She's been selling like crazy too, so we'll go ahead and take care of this one too. Invisible Woman, Wanda Maximoff, Recorder Thiel, oh, nice hit. Wow. Evangeline Lilly, The Wasp. Is that you, Declan? It sure is. Nice hit, Declan. Yeah, we want those. We definitely want those. Maya Lopez, Captain America Refractor, Makari, and Heimdall. Nice hit. Layla Taylor. Eric Killmonger, Taskmaster. Odin, Daredevil insert. The Leader, Captain America insert. Druig out of 99. He's been showing up today for the Eternals. Ironheart and Hank Pym. Katie Chin, Laufey, Cersei, Helmet Zemo, War Machine on the Refractor, Emperor Drogue, and Carl Mordo to end out the very first box. That was just one box. We've got 3 more to go. I like our chances. I like our chances. Empty. Dr. Zola, Gilgamesh, Frigga, Yingnan, Happy Hogan, Captain Marvel out of 76. These are showing up all over the place. And that will go to John. Nice hit, John. These are just cool in general. Gravik and Ulysses. Carly. Yellow Jacket. Echo. New Avengers insert, but it's some kind of parallel. Mephisto on the Prism Fractor. Ellen Brandt on the Refractor. John Walker and Jan Rog. Do the boxes with 6 packs in them have less cards in the packs? Logan, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about a completely different product than Topps Marvel, or are you talking about like blasters, maybe? Are you talking about blasters? Baby Groot, The Leader, Korg, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Ant-Man, The Thing, and Rourke. Oh, nice. Daniel Blake, Maggie Lang, Mephisto, Wendy Lawson, Herbie. Thor on the Refractor we take. Melina and Dr. Jane Foster. I haven't opened a blaster yet. I think Mr. did. They still look good. Winter Soldier, Jack Russell, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Daredevil insert. Shang-Chi to 150. Going to RPA. Yeah. Little numbered Shang-Chi action, never hurt nobody. Lee and Agent Phil. Galactus. Doctor Strange. Billy Maximoff. Agent 13. Daredevil insert. Ravonna Renslayer out of 99. That's nice for Loki. Take that. Captain America and Pita Paka for Captain America. What's up, chat? Elsa Bloodstone, Maria Hill, Khonshu, The Thing, Sidewinder, Captain America insert, Shuri on the Refractor, Rio Vidal and Petro Maximoff. Red Skull, Fastos, Darcy Lewis. Wow, again. Pulled this gent yesterday. This time, bro, Cam, I think this applies, doesn't it, bro? I think we want these. Yes, I think we do. Vincent D'Onofrio on the auto. Yep, we want those. It's confirmed. Captain America insert, Bucky Barnes refractor, Moon Knight, and Star-Lord. Falcon, Hela, Frank Castle, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert. Ooh. Timekeeper out of 99. That is sick. That's Loki. But these are some of the inserts for Loki. And that's really, really cool. That's awesome. I forgot who had Loki. Who closed this out? That was you, wasn't it, Jasper? Nice hit. 57 out of 99. That's different. Mel and Okoye. Obsidian. So Logan, if you're watching somebody opening blasters, these are way different than blasters. There's 2 boxes left, James. Mr. Fantastic, Jimmy Woo, Thanos. First of all, price point. They're extremely more expensive than a blaster box. Brock Rumlow for Captain America, Belova, and Wong. Now after this, we'll have one left, James. Empty. Well, you can see pretty much the bigger stuff hit up there, Mr. Rodriguez. Yellow Jacket, Maya Lopez, Baby Groot, Korg, Daredevil insert. Who is that? It's out of 5. Another out of 5. Ulysses, Gravik, and it is Atuma. 3 out of 5 for Black Panther, and this go round is Nate Dogg. We take out of 5s, my friend, and I know you know that. Nothing crazy. Daniel Blake, Maggie Lane, The Leader, Mephisto, Captain America insert, Kingpin on the refractor, John Walker and Jan Rog. Wendy Lawson, Herbie, Winter Soldier, Jack Russell, Hawkeye, Ruth, Ben Grimm, and Rourke. Can't see the chat now. Elliot, they differed. There were different ones. I'm not sure what the floor is, but it all depends on the movie, really. Spot. Kate Bishop, Red Skull, Fastos, Darcy Lewis, Carly on the Prism Fractor, Groot on the Refractor, Melina and Dr. Jane Foster. Razor Fist, Justin Hammer, Ravonna Renslayer, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Layla Taylor out of 75 on the debut for Captain America on the Loki print, which I think I really like those with this. Lee and Agent Phil Coulson. A deed is what it's called, James. It's called a deed. And I know you know this. But I'm just, saying it out loud. Cone Shoe, Dr. Zola, Gilgamesh, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, out of 150, the High Evolutionary on the Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America and Spider-Man. Oh, I know very well. There you go, Guardians. Let's get it, Jasper. We still have a box left after these 4 packs. Frigga, Yingnan, Happy Hogan, Carly, Mr. Fantastic, Meek on the refractor, Rio Vidal, and Petro. Logan, I mean, how many blasters? You know, is it worth it to buy 1 blaster? Sure. Is it worth it to buy 7,000? Probably not. Eric Saban, Dr. Jane Foster, King T'Chaka, Calderu, Valkyrie, Cosmo on the refractor, Moon Knight, and Star-Lord. Jimmy Woo, Mr. Fantastic, Thanos, Galactus, Doctor Strange, and oh boy, what do we got right here? Okoye, Mel, out of 25, it is a Daredevil insert. Out of 25, Wilson and Vanessa, Tri-Therapy. But it does go to the Daredevil spot, bro. You know? You got in here at the right time. Orange. Billy Maximoff, Agent 13, Elsa Bloodstone, Maria Hill, Happy Hogan on the Prism Fractor, Bob on the Refractor, Belova, and Wong. We got 1 box left. We've got 1 box left. Good luck. We may not, who knows? I hope we get a sketch. But you don't, there's been a lot of good stuff in this, like Shadow Box, or in this case, Shadow Box, Tarot card, like, there's been some good stuff. A lot out of 5s. Vintage, if I do that, I might go running out of the room like crazy, like a crazy person. I'll top load it first, and then I'll run out of the room like a crazy person. Mantis, Sidewinder, Nakia, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert on the Loki print, Valentina. That goes to Thunderbolts. And when I say Loki print, I'm talking about this. This right here. Just so you know. It's the last one of the day, Cam. Now, Mr. and Mrs. will be on the night. I really don't think they'll be doing any Marvel. So your next shot at Marvel will probably be tomorrow. I don't know. I might not even be doing it in the morning because I'm probably going to do some of that Disney myself. So it could be with Noah and Kobe, or it could be Friday morning with me, or it could be tomorrow morning. I don't know yet. Stop by in the morning. Not to say that Mr. and Mrs. won't run it tonight. I just know that there's a new product that dropped. So Foggy Nelson, Proxima Midnight, Sentry, Dr. Bill Foster, Invisible Woman, Silver Surfer, Refractor, Thor, and Bucky Barnes. Wanda, Recorder Theo, Nebula, Anika, Daredevil insert, Valentina, Dane Whitman, and Thor. The Mandarin, Clea, Hulk, Arishem, Captain America insert, Janet Van Dyne, Refractor, Shang-Chi, and Ironmonger. James, there's no guarantee of it. That's what I'm saying. It's not in every single case, but it's in a lot of them. Peggy Carter, Druig, Nick Fury, Drakov, Dr. Jensen, Herbie's out of 99 for the Fantastic Four. Plus, that's what I said. We hit a lot of good stuff, oddball stuff like the tarot card and a lot of out of 5s. Like it's been a good case. That's why I'm not sure if we'll see one or not. We get the Shadow Box. Black Widow, B-15, Falcon, Namor, Vision. Out of 50, Dr. Jane Foster for Thor. Silver Surfer and Janet Van Dyne. OB, Christine Palmer, Jennifer Kale, Human Torch, Daniel Blake on the Prism Fractor, Talos on the Refractor, The Void, and Brock Rumlow. Sylvie, Hope Van Dyne, Prince Yan, the Ancient One, Maggie Lang, The Void on the Refractor, the High Evolutionary, and the Wasp. Meek, Kingpin, Groot, Cosmo, Daredevil on the insert, Falcon out of 199 for Captain America, Red Hulk, and Queen Ramonda. All right, we're down to one pack. Now, if there's one actually in here, that's insane. There is not. War Machine, Alice, Dr. Selvig, Jai Ling, Captain America on the insert, Ava Star on the refractor, Ava Star, and Talos. Still good boxes. No sketch in that case, but they're not guaranteed per case. And it had a lot of other goodies in it, so that's probably why there wasn't one. But let me do a quick recap of this. Thank you, everybody that hung out with me this morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll also be on that other place tonight. You know all too well, if you've been around, what I speak of. Probably start with a select blaster case break. And then we might even do just a regular break, like a mixer. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Layla Taylor, Ravonna Renslayer, the High Evolutionary, Groot, Druig, Captain America, Alice Wu Glover, Thor, Christine Palmer, Clea, Shang-Chi, Valkyrie out of 76, Captain Marvel out of 76, Iron Man, Valentina, Falcon out of 199, Jane Foster out of 50, Ego for Guardians of the Galaxy, Herbie out of 99, Atuma out of 5, Wilson Fisk, Daredevil out of 25, The Wasp, that's Evangeline Lilly for Ant-Man, and the short print out of 99 for Loki, Timekeeper. The Timekeeper. The one and only Timekeeper. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I'll be back in the morning. Mr. and Mrs. will be on not too long from now. It's 1:30 here, so it's only going to be a couple hours for they're on. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I will be back tomorrow morning. I'll also be on that other place tonight. I'm going to end YouTube right this very instant.